Welcome to the Hunger Action Heroes podcast. Hunger Action Heroes is a production of the Food Bank of the Golden Crescent. The Food Bank of the Golden Crescent was established in 1986 as the Community Food Bank in Victoria, Texas. Our mission is helping heal the hurt of hunger in our 11-county service area: Calhoun, Colorado, DeWitt, Goliad, Gonzales, Jackson, Lavaca, Matagorda, Refugio, Victoria, and Wharton. We passionately advocate for a hunger-free Texas. Your host, Chris Doelle, will bring you a message from our sponsor and get right into the episode. Stick around.
The Hunger Action Heroes podcast by the Food Bank of the Golden Crescent is made possible by the generous support of the HEB Hunger Relief Program. HEB Hunger Relief works year-round to fight hunger in Texas and Mexico. Hunger relief has been a key focus for HEB since the first store opened back in 1905. For more than a century now, HEB's commitment and involvement in the communities it serves has been an important part of the way the company does business. Since the inception of the Hunger Relief Program, HEB has donated over 1 billion pounds of food to help nourish neighbors in communities throughout Texas and Mexico. Thank you to the HEB Hunger Relief Program. All right, everybody, join me in welcoming Valerie Fowler, the Strategic Impact and Event Manager for the Food Bank of the Golden Crescent. Welcome, Valerie.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Cool. So I always like to start with a little background. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Riverside, California.
Oh.
So born and raised in California and lived there until I was about 19 and made my way to Texas.
Nice. The saying is, I wasn't born here, but I got here as fast as I could.
Exactly. Yes.
So what brought you to Texas?
Being a 19-year-old, my parents had a job change and moved here. And I don't know if everybody knows, but the cost of living in California is not sustainable. So as a 19-year-old, it was like, oh, I can stay here and do all the things myself, but I absolutely could not. So
right. Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
And how did you go about getting connected with the food bank?
I actually got connected through a friend, Meredith Bird, who does the farmers market and a bunch of other things for the food bank. Our sons actually went to daycare back together way back in the day. So have just kept in contact with her over the years.
Sweet. And now let's talk about your role.
Sure.
It's a long title, Strategic Impact and Event Manager. Give us a synopsis.
Absolutely. I started here as a marketing coordinator, really just helping with different things that were kind of up in the air and needed someone to tackle. And after a few months, I've taken on a little more and asked to help with fundraisers. And I've pitched some ideas here and there at different ways that I can help. And so the position just kind of morphed to envelop all the things that I've been doing.
I love it. And speaking of pitching ideas, was this challenge your idea?
It was. This was it kind of developed from the local 2 UPS stores having a competition earlier this year. They each had a food drive and they were competing against each other to see who could collect the most. And that was really fun to watch them kind of go back and forth. And it was just super successful. So that kind of sparked the idea. And then I heard of a food bank just a couple weeks later doing something very similar. So I reached out to them. I asked tons of questions. They were very nice. That was Weld Food Bank from Colorado. And so we kind of took on their model, made some slight adjustments, but we're going to run with it.
I love that. And before we go into the details of it, talk about the need right now, because the need is higher than it has been in a while.
Absolutely. I think everyone can kind of attest to, things getting tighter left and right, personally, things like insurance, groceries, just across the board, a lot of people are feeling it. And so even at the food bank, we're getting in lots of inquiries about, people needing food assistance where maybe they hadn't before, or, they're continuing to need food assistance. And, federal funding has been cut in a different in different ways. So yes, definitely the food bank has an increase in need and right now a decrease in federal funding. So, we're really asking the community to kind of help us fill that gap and, make sure that everybody that needs food is able to have whatever they need so that we don't have any neighbors going hungry.
I love that. And the fact that this podcast is named the Hunger Action Heroes Show, I love the challenge here. So explain how that all works.
Absolutely, sure. Okay, so we are launching for September, which is Hunger Action Month. We're launching the Hunger Hero Challenge.
Nice.
So essentially, it's going to be a contest. Oh, I'm sorry, my phone is ringing. 1 second. It's going to be a community-wide contest where we are encouraging teams to sign up to compete. This can be a team of your coworkers, of maybe people from your church, or even just like a neighborhood group, a club, an organization. These teams can be anybody that wants to participate. Mm-hmm. And then they are competing to earn points to earn the title of Ultimate Hunger Hero Champion. And they will earn points in a variety of ways, but the three main ones are by collecting food, collecting funds, and then also by volunteering here at the food bank. So we're not asking every team to do all the things. If they want to and they really want to win, that would be great. But even if it's, a food drive and hosting a barrel and asking customers or asking employees to bring in some donations, that is also amazing and just a great way to get everybody involved.
Excellent. And you mentioned they get points. I assume somewhere you've got a listing of what the points are.
Absolutely. So I do have it posted on our website. We have a Hunger Hero Challenge page, but I'll also be giving that information to our participants because we're having a kickoff luncheon on Monday, the 18th, where we're inviting some people from each team to come and hang out, have some lunch, and we're going to go over all the different ways they can earn points, share some creative ideas of ways that they can raise food or funds. Because I feel like sometimes people don't know how to promote it. If they're doing a food drive, they might have a barrel. They might not know how to get the word out there or ways to get the community involved or excited. So at that kickoff, we'll definitely be going over all the things.
Excellent. And part of gamification, the reason it works is one, competition is huge. We love to compete, but usually there's some goal. So tell me, is it a high five? Is it a t-shirt? Is it something else? Is it maybe like a WWE belt you get to wear?
So we're definitely going to have a big traveling trophy for the top participant or the top team. Yeah. But we also have we have 3 of those trophies because we don't have a team of maybe 100 people competing against a team of 5 people. So We'll have 3 different levels of participants. So there's a lot of opportunity for people to win where it's very fair. So they'll definitely get an award. We'll have a wrap-up luncheon at the end to make sure that, we celebrate and announce how much was raised. Right now, since it's our first year doing this, I have a goal of trying to raise at least $12,500 because that would feed, times 8, a great deal of people. So we're really hoping that we completely blow that out of the water. But that's a starting point because we're not really sure what to expect this year and see how big everyone goes, especially with that competition factor.
Excellent. And what about team size? You mentioned a team of 100 versus a smaller team. Is there an individual category?
There is not an individual category, but an individual can definitely join. So we have our 3 different sizes. We have what we're calling our lightweight legends. So that's a team of 1 to 25 people. We have our middleweight marvels, which would be 26 people to 100. And then our heavyweight hustlers was anything 100 or above.
Nice.
So it could definitely be an individual if they want to be a lightweight legend team and they just want to do it themselves. Absolutely. We welcome everyone to participate.
Excellent. And you mentioned the websites and all that stuff. If you could give some places that they can go. Sure,
absolutely. So the food bank website is www.tfbgc.org. On that front page, you'll see a banner that says Hunger Hero Challenge, or you can always do / Hunger Hero Challenge, and it will take you right to the page with all the information and a link to register a team.
Sweet, sweet. I'm going to talk to Gary Moses and see if maybe we can attend that kickoff, because that would be fun.
Absolutely, yes. Please join us.
Cool.
And we'll be having Chick-fil-A. I know no one's going to turn down some Chick-fil-A.
That's right. You sold me right there. I love it. And speaking of Chick-fil-A, they do such a great job in the community. I just love their participation.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool. Well, Valerie Fowler, gosh, I want to thank you so much for taking some time, and hopefully we'll be talking in the future, because I'm sure you're going to have other events and things going on.
Oh, yeah, definitely lots of things in the pipeline. So we'll be chatting more.